Anything I can help? Need some work done? Sure, how about it?
place is too big to be studies.
There's only one thing this city is missing. And that's a statue of you, greeting people as they enter the spaceport.
careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. Fly around like they own the settled system.
Yes, exactly. It's like...
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other, even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside. Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave. Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story. The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
listen, I have a lot on my... You don't look like a new hire stumbling through their... Constellation? As... Oh, wow. Oh, this is... I have a business proposition for you. Good. Well, confession time. I might just... See, the world of credit analysis, you know, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is... What I need is a ringer. Someone that can collect some... What I need is... you. Yes! Turns out, surprise, it was a scam. He's holed up in a literal... the job is simple. We don't want him dead, we don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen. I'll send over all the details. I hate to end on this note, but, you know, not everyone's a straight arrow. If you cut a deal with Dieter, honestly, I have no... But don't expect any more jobs for me. Best of luck. I believe it.
Talk and get paid. My source is back. Here to report. I already interviewed an ex-pirate about the robbery. But she was as reliable as good coffee around. So you were there when it went down? What were you doing there? Oh boy. Anything you tell me as a source, I won't reveal. But there's... That said, I've heard maybe the captain had it coming. Tell me about this Captain Petrov. What was your impression of him? I would have loved to have seen it. I'm sure it would make a good... No one seems to know exactly what was stolen. Care to shed some light? Artifact, you say? Last question. About, and I'm quoting, a zoo gone wild. The other source swore up and down that alien creatures got out of their cages and went... Please, please, please tell me she was telling the truth. It's got to be some... I know it was too good to be... This is just a plain old good story. And here's your payment. You have another story for me? What a sordid mess. We've got some other sources we've been interviewing, but I'd love to... So there was a mercenary company, the First, and they were... Extortion, death threats, murder... I genuinely don't know how people like that can live. So all of that? Terrible. But Ron Hope... All of that suffering was a plot to save Hope Tech from going under using the side effects of a fertilizer he developed. Let me be blunt. The other sources say you killed Ron. And all that money didn't help in the end. After all of that, the future of Hope Tech is an open question. Their stock has already taken a beating. Any comment? For what it's worth, I'm rooting... Thanks. If you listen to the news, you'll And, Maybe try not to ice any more CEOs. If you have a news story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee. Back to the grind.
Aren't you the one I saw running away from that man?
Hello.
I was looking at his work again. So close to getting fired. I need some credits.
You look like you need something, yeah?
I do odd jobs at evening hours.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you? Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim, but since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Always happy to help. If you'll...
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. We've had some gaps in the schedule. So really, we just need someone... Well... Now that is exactly what we need. Someone willing to learn. We're not talking urban pacification here. This is safety and security.
Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Matt. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
Let me know if you have any questions.
I think I got them. What do you call them? Corns. Yeah, I got corns. People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Hell if I know. But they think it is. And that makes them dangerous.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions. The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less. Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. Then we are done. Leave me.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives on our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? Conviction. Another word for strength. Can the truth not be revealed to the weak? Someone with doubts. Your only path is forward, then? Finding the meaning of unity is a totality that you cannot ever step away from? Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been...
I'm afraid I'm not the security of the United Colony.
Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected.
Oh, it wasn't a compliment. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi and he'll check it in as evidence. Take the gnat to the spaceport. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant. Good luck with the mission.
How's the investigation? Still have questions? Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? As am I. And the best part is... Anyway, here's your payment. Ah, if it isn't my favorite... I've got nothing at the moment, but come back later. Take care.
up the grab drive. Let's see what's on this ball.
Hey, good to see you. A freestyle range. So how'd you feel wearing? Well, good on you. Me, I know too many of them try to force the world. Take Ron Hope. I mean, the guy's a legend. Everything he did was to... Not many of us can create some. Tough calling what to do with Ron Hope. Taking his hush money wouldn't have set right with me. But I wonder what's gonna happen to Hope. Fingers crossed. As much fun as it is, there's plenty of mysteries left in the good.
I hear Constellation has been collecting a ton of new things. Ancient things.
Yeah, the way you handle things is not bad. I'm always up for it.
All right. Let's catch up when you return. I can't imagine.
Hey, what's going on?